got room. Welcome back to BCIT Westampton, here for the quarterfinal of the Burlington County Tournament. It's going to be a fun one today as Westampton Tech hosts the Burlington Township Falcons here in the 12-5 game. Hello everybody, I'm Dan Wilkins. This is our second game and final game of the day. Not only that, our final game of the weekend. It's going to be fun. Burlington Township and Westampton Tech coming off of a stellar girls basketball game that we saw earlier. Del Rand fell 62-48. It was a fantastic game all around, but we saw a good one. We really did. And I mean, Westampton Tech, they trailed by double digits at the end of the first. They came back, was down by 1 at the half, then they led by 12 at the end of the third, and they won the game by 14. So there's a lot to like. But Burlington Township, they're probably a little bit too low of a little bit too low of a seed. I don't really agree with them being the number 12, but they're 12-10. They played a gauntlet of a schedule under Lacey Walker, a team that went 26-4 last year, and they've played some really competitive games. They've played Vineland. They've played Kip Cooper. I mean, obviously that's conference play, but still some of the best. They played RV in the Olympic. They've played Salem. They've played Cherry Hill East. Salem and Cherry Hill East were 2 games back-to-back at the end of January that they lost by 1 point in each game. Now they're on a 4-game winning streak. They beat Northern Burlington, Pennsauken, Morristown, and even Camden. Yes, Burlington Township beat a strong Camden team in overtime on Thursday, 78-75. But for West Tech, the last time we saw them, it was a heartbreaker, a buzzer beater at the Holy Cross Showcase to lose by 2 to Lawrence, the number 1 seed in the Colonial Valley Conference. But they've been on a bit of a hot streak. The 6 games that they've lost, they had a 2-game losing streak in December, they had a 4-game losing streak in January, and they had a 7th loss in versus Lawrence. They've now won their last 6, and they've beaten some strong competition. They knocked off Thrive, they knocked off RV, they beat Medford Tech, Cinnaminson, and Pemberton for the other 3, but those are still some fantastic wins that they put together for Setchwayo Bird, the head coach of this Westampton Tech program, and I'm really excited to see how these 2 teams go at it tonight. And not to mention for Burlington Township, they've got some high-volume scorers up there. One of the most underrated seniors in the class of 2026 has to be Andrew Larby. 416 points. He's just about 150, under 1,000. So unless Burlington Township makes a deep run, he might not get there. But 416 points in 22 games, that gives you an average of almost 19 a night. He's put up 20 in almost every game that he's played, except for a couple of off nights. So it's going to be fun. Referees are talking to the teams. We've got starting lineups in the anthem coming shortly. It's going to be fun. Number 12, Burlington Township versus number 5, Westampton Tech, coming up in just a moment.
Today's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association. These rules provide for herd competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion should not be tolerated, could subject bodies to rejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Everyone is requesting personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. Remember, be a good sport.
All right, so a little bit of an interesting development. We had the anthem, and then we didn't. So we'll introduce the starting lineups for both teams, as introduced by Westampton Tech's public address announcer.
Number 2, junior Cindy Richards. Number 10, senior Jackson Williams. Number 25, junior Christian George. And number 40, sophomore Jake Travanese. And for your home team, West Tech Panthers, number 24, senior Alex Genty. Number 21, senior Jason Livingstone. Number 1, junior Javon Ford. Number 15, senior Henry DeJoga. And number 2, sophomore Tristan Dickerson.
All right, so we're almost ready to go. Westampton Tech versus Burlington Township here in the quarterfinal round of the Burlington County Tournament. It's going to be an interesting one, as Westampton Tech, the number 5 seed, Burlington Township, the number 12. And as I said in the open, Burlington Township, given how much of a gauntlet they've played, their seed is probably a little low. So don't let this 12-5 matchup fool you. This is going to be a good one tonight. Two very experienced head coaches in Setchwyo Bird for Westampton and Lacey Walker for Burlington Township. Again, with Lacey Walker and company went 26-4 last year. They've had a historically dominant program with Lacey at the helm. Under the tip for both sides, Livingstone for West Tech and Christian George, the junior, for Township. Ref has the ball in hand. Our second of 2 games here on this Valentine's Day basketball special is underway. Westampton with first possession out on the right wing. Goes to Genty. Or pardon, Dickerson at the top. They had a bit of a change in their lineup, it appears, because now on the floor is number 1, Javon Ford. Moving inside, and Njoga traveled. He either traveled or he stepped out on the baseline. Either way, it's going to be a turnover, and the Falcons have possession. Burlington Township 12-10 on the season. We mentioned in the open they have played a gauntlet of a schedule, had a stretch in late January where they played Cherry Hill East and Salem back-to-back, losing both games by 1 point each. Back out to the corner. This one will move in, stopping on it. It'll now go back to George. Fires inside. Guarded heavily. Fires it back out. It'll go to Sydney Richards. Still creating some space. Heavy contact. Ball comes out. It's through the 5-hole. Foul. Wasn't sure what we were going to get out of that, but it is called a foul. It will be on Westampton. Number 21, Jason Livingstone, picked up the foul that time. Setchwyo Bird and Company, 16-7. They had a 4-game losing streak in mid-January. They lost to all very strong teams: Kip Cooper, Thrive Charter, College Achieve Asbury Park, and Holy Cross Prep. But then they beat Morristown, lost to Lawrence on a buzzer beater, and now have won their last 6 in a row. Here comes a floater from inside. That falls. Shot good by George. And Burlington Township has their first points and the first points of the afternoon. Well, it'll be the afternoon in the second half. Right now it's 11-15. Got another foul. Coming down on the baseline. It'll be charged against Andrew Larby, as we mentioned, averaging just under 20 a game, 416 points, 198 rebounds for the senior. Goes back out to the top. West Tech moves inside in the paint. Floater, no good. Put back, also no good, and it goes out of bounds. With a very strong crowd filing in on this Saturday afternoon. I keep saying afternoon. It's 11 a.m. We'll get there. We'll get there. West Tech inbounds, out to the far corner. Catch and shoot. Fouled. So he's going to get, assuming this is going to be in the act of shooting, it's going to be 3 shots, and it will be. So they will send Tristan Dickerson, the sophomore. Actually, no, they're going to send, my apologies, I misread who was in the corner. It's going to be Alex Genty for 3. Genty, a very strong foul shooter, 65 for 78, an 83% mark, as his first shot is good. For West Tech's first point of the game. 929 points for the senior. He's scored 200+ in every year except for his freshman campaign. Second shot, no good. 282 points for the senior, averaging 13.4. He's also crossed the 100 3-point mark with 28 this season, 107 total. That would have been his 108th if he made the basket, but instead he goes 2 for 3 from the line, and it's 2-1 West Tech. Moving inside, contact, no good, and no foul. We'll keep it moving here as it goes from Dickerson inside, off the glass, no good, and BT gets it back. Moving up. Oh, he touched it as it went out of bounds. And Lacey Walker described it perfectly. He said, use your head. He touched it as it went out of bounds before it hit the ground, and it'll be West Tech ball. Here comes another 3. Ford, it's good. Javon Ford makes it 4-2. So he goes out to the left side now. BT trying to bring this one in. Out to the top. He'll shoot a deep 3. No good. Out to the corner, trying to save it, and unable to, as another out-of-bounds loss there by Jake Trabanese. 5:38 left in the first. You know, trying to get a gauge of how this game is going to play out in what has been a competitive one so far here in the early going. Here comes a mid-range shot. That falls for Njoga. That ball gets away. We got a player down. He doesn't get the layup. We got a foul, but now the attention turns to half court as BT's got a man down. He's going to sit up here. That's Jackson Williams, the senior. Definitely slow to get up, and BT already preparing a substitution for him. He's definitely in a great deal of pain. Jaden Leone is going to get ready to check in for him. But Williams might have gotten the wind knocked out of him. I'm not sure. And I think that Lacey Walker might sub in Leone regardless to play it safe, although they're also pulling Ruiz Sanchez, the sophomore, off the bench. First shot is good. Nice little bounce there. From Livingstone. So it is now 7-2 West Tech. And they're going to get Garrett Vincent, another sophomore, ready to go. Second shot is no good. Rebound comes down on the offense, no good. The ball is loose, and it will go back to Jaden Leone, the sophomore. West Tech has this one. Burlington Township has possession. It's Larby. We talked about how much of a star he is for BT, and we're going to get a foul. A high fouling first quarter so far, already 5 total fouls on the floor. Second against West Tech. Garrett Vincent will sub in for Andrew Larby, so he only spends 3 minutes on the floor before getting subbed out. And now it'll be Sidney Richards, the junior, to inbound. 231 points, just over 100 rebounds for the junior guard, 6'3". Ball comes out. Richards has to get it back. He does, and barely keeps it in front of the sideline ref. Again, some really crafty footwork here to try to keep it. The pressure's on. Back to Leon. Bounce pass for three. No good. Kind of a flailing shot that time. It's now pulling up and no good. It'll go back to Westampton with Dickerson to bring this one in. Another off-balance pass. Can't go. Vincent bobbles the rebound. Can't bring it down successfully. 2 pump fakes and a shot. That one falls for Diakel Clark. His first points of the game. Out on the left, trying to take a bit of a slide step there. He had a very wide position. As it's Jake Trapanese. Trapanese normally number 11, but donning the number 40 tonight for Burlington Township. Fires it into the corner. Goes to Vincent. Long two. No good. Front side iron. Moving over the middle now will be Ford. Guarded by Leon. Out to the logo for Dickerson. Waits for a play from Bird. Out to the side now. Lobs it inside with a high pass. Tried to use the glass. No good. Fires it back out. Here comes a three. Good! Timeout. Lacey Walker. 10-point lead for Westampton Tech as that three gets drained by Alex Genty. We'll take a quick break. It'll be 3:12 left in the first quarter, but Burlington Township just one field goal to their name. Welcome back, 12-2. What an intriguing first quarter this game has been. As Leon will bring this one up. Hold on, we got a whistle here. They're going to clean up a wet spot on the floor right in front of West Tech's bench. Are they going to redo it, or are they going to inbound him from where he left off? Looks like they'll inbound it from just about half court for Leon. He'll fire it across to Richards. Now to Leon, guarded heavily by Ninjoga. Back to Richards at the top. 3 minutes left in the first. Jump stop. Jump ball. Really good defense by Westampton Tech there to force the jump ball. It'll go back to Burlington Township on the possession arrow. Firing out to the corner. Leon takes a three. Good. Jaden Leon, the sophomore, takes a triple. And again, right now, Burlington Township, I think just because they made one three doesn't mean that they should try a whole bunch of other threes. But I think that they need to try something to get back into this game because they right now do not have the height advantage. They do not have the speed advantage. A lot is going against them right now. Goes out of bounds. BT ball. They'll retain possession. If you're just joining us, 12-5. The girls' game that we covered earlier today, Westampton Tech won 62-48 over Del Rand. They'll advance to Morristown for the semifinal. No good. Goes back out. Here comes another three. Richards, no good. Back-to-back misses as it goes to Ford. Here comes another three. In transition, no good. Hits the wire or hits the top of the backboard, hit the metal piping. It's out of bounds. Burlington Township bringing this one up with Jaden Leon. Nice spin move. Creates the space. No good on the shot, though, as the Panthers will now have another possession. Really fast-paced basketball here so far. taking his time. Again, two very tall teams in BT and West Tech as a three from the corner. That one falls for Genty, his second triple. Out of bounds after the tip. West Tech ball, 15-5 with 1:33 left in the first quarter. Again, Lacey Walker and crew went 26-4 last year. Oh, got close there, but it's legal. He goes up, no good. Richards brings down the rebound. BT will continue to move. Tipped. West Tech ball. Richards disagrees with the call and will have a substitution. Coming in will be number 23, Noah Ingram Beecham, the freshman. 5'9". Genty stops at half court. He'll continue to advance here. Fires it in. Tries to lob. Keeps the passes in the air. No good. Bird wanted a foul. Didn't get it. Here comes a pass. Inside. Up and in. Again, Setchwile Bird trying to argue the call. Christian George got the basket. And now Westampton Tech getting put on the ropes a little bit. It's 15-7. .30 seconds. Moving inside now, kicking the ball out. Ford. Back to Ajoga, who misses. Down to 20 now. Really fast-paced offense here, but the score doesn't really show that because there's been a lot of missed shots here in the first. Moving inside, pulling up, George, good. 6 points for the forward George. Now we're down to 5 seconds. Here comes the last chance. He'll heave, and no good. That will end the first as Burlington Township got off to a slow start, but they're closing in a little bit, playing some better basketball at the tail end of that quarter. As after one, it's Westampton Tech 15, Burlington Township 9 here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Welcome back at the start of the second quarter. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Vincent Focht of Camden County College. It's a 15-9 lead for Westampton Tech. Here in our last game of the weekend, we have had a strong weekend of action. 2 games at Clearview last night, 2 games at Westampton Tech today for early morning Valentine's Day basketball. Moving inside, ball comes out, foul. I will tell you, BT has been very adamant about these fouls. Definitely in vehement disagreement. Looking at the top of the key for Ninjoga. Moves it out to the far corner. Trying to find some work, trying to find something to work with. Goes out of bounds, out on the right baseline. Just 30 seconds into the second quarter. Again, our only definite for next week is DeSales at Rutgers Camden College Baseball as a deep 3. Good! He took a gamble, and he made the basket to fall. Alex Genty, 3 triples. A great shot that time. I shouldn't say great shot because it's only a great shot because he made it. Otherwise, it's a risky shot, and if he didn't make it, we certainly will be talking about it a lot differently. But Genty with 11, or 10 rather. 7:17 left in the second, 18-9. 9-point lead for Westampton. 16-7 this year. We mentioned they're on a 6-game win streak. And when we went to the girls' game earlier today, we talked about the opposite for West Tech. Their girls' team was on a 5-game losing streak and able to take a strong second half into breaking that streak with a 62-48 win over Delran. Wanted a catch and shoot, ended up hesitating, goes out of bounds, Burlington ball. Larby will sub back in for Vincent. So only a minute gone in the second quarter, but again, some fast-paced offense here and a lot of missed shots has made a little bit of a disconnect in this game, as here comes a three from the freshman, no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. They'll bring this one back up the floor for Genty. He's riding the hot hand. They'll move it back out to Njoga in the corner. Back over to Dickerson. Njoga blocked. The forward gets a taste of his own medicine. Bounce pass inside. George, good. Double digits for the Falcons as another quick move down the floor, but now slowing it down on the baseline. They'll reset, moving it to the Panther logo at the top. Dickerson, underhand feed. Tries to use that dominance, but Njoga fouled. Let's see if they call this on the floor. They will shoot two. I don't know, honestly. If you want my honest opinion, I think that he was trying to pass it out to the corner. But the referees do say it is a shooting foul. And Njoga makes his first. He's got 3. Two team fouls. Referee's just keeping it real. He says, you got to walk to the table to sub in. There were some players in the girls' game that got away with that. They only walked up to half court because the scores table is a little bit further down. It's actually closer to the West Tech bench. It's not exactly at half court. But we've got a 20-11 game with Njoga at the line. Moving in. George tried to pick up the rebound. It goes back to Genty. Open field. Look out below. Slam! Westampton Tech puts an exclamation point. No foul, out of bounds. Livingstone putting that one up and in. Listen, I don't call a whole lot of basketball games where players do throw it down, so I got to put a 110% on it when they do. Trabanese will sub in. Now going to check on the trainer, or going to be checked on by the trainer, is Jackson Williams is now going in. George gets another basket to fall. He has been a fantastic paint presence as he now puts up double digits. 22-13, 5:30 left in the second. Genty over to the left wing. That ball gets batted away, foul. Inbounded by West Tech. This will be brought up and now pulling up forward too high. And we're going to have an over-the-back foul. It's the first foul against Westampton. Subbing in will be Dykel Clark. And he'll sub in for Jason Livingstone. 22-13, 9-point lead for Westampton Tech. But a good mix of players coming in. Both teams have really deep benches. So we've seen that in full display. Here comes a three. Good! Andrew Larby chucking up the three. Gets that one to fall for his first points of the afternoon. And it's 22-16. Burlington Township cutting down the deficit, and an offensive foul on Javon Ford. That was, well, I will say, that was great defense by Noah Ingram Beecham, the freshman, to draw the charge. Especially for a freshman coming off the bench, there are not a lot of players that have that ability, and he executed that perfectly to draw the charge. And really, I mean, it was initiated by Ford. I don't know if there was too much drawing done, you know, by the you know, the letter of the law, the definition there. As Ingram Beecham in a lot of trouble, he gets it out, and he'll pass it at midcourt. Goes to Leon. He'll put up a three. Good! Jaden Leon. 6 points for the sophomore coming off the bench. Moving in now, Genty chucks up another. He got hit, and it's good. This kid, Alex Genty, not a lot can play like him. He probably wanted a 4-point play, but he'll take a three. Goes back out, another three, another shot off the side of the iron. Now we'll go back for three. Larby, good. Good things come in threes, and that's exactly what we've seen here. A whole lot of triples on both ends of the floor. Now moving to the post. It's inside and good. I'm serious when I say that you can barely keep up with this game right now. I mean, it is incredible how these two teams are playing off of each other right now. Reminds me a lot of Timber Creek and Clearview from last night. That one's going to be a kick ball violation on Genty on the pass from the freshman, Noah Ingram Beecham. But Dykel Clark used those low post moves. Now look out inside. No basket. And Joga gets the rebound. Genty takes his time. Gets back out to the top. Fires it across the floor to Ford. Taking his time now. 3:15 left in the second. Good screen from the corner of the semicircle. Goes through the 5-hole. Nobody's got it. The ball is live, and now it goes out of bounds. That ball basically went unguarded or uncontested for like 5 seconds. And it will remain Westampton ball. Lacey Walker standing on top of a wet spot of some kind, I think. They will move the inbound spot, though. Dickerson to inbound. Good guarding by Trapanese there. Force the high pass. He'll go up. Flailing shot, no good. Again, he tried to draw that foul there. That was a shot where, oh, fading away. Offensive foul on Larby. That ball's going to roll all the way back. How about that? So they'll be at midcourt. If you ask me, honestly, if you chuck up the ball from half court and ball goes all the way back, I think that's only one step below a delay of game warning, but that's just me. Ford has it. 3 minutes left in the first half. This is a fun ball game, 27-22. We've got another foul. Foul is on Westampton. It is their third. BT ball. Leon will bring this one in. Here comes another drive. Larby, no good. Wide right. Out of bounds. Westampton ball. 2:41 left in the first half. Referee's going over to the scores table. Making sure they have everybody in check. 3 fouls for West Tech, 4 for Burlington Township. Moving back over to the left. Into the corner, the big man shoots a 3, no good. Larby brings down the rebound though, as he has many times, and as he will many times. Euro, through contact, no good. Rebound. Dickerson in a little bit of pain there. He's holding either his eye or his nose. Genty again, another one! Alex Genty, 5 triples. This kid's incredible. Here's another 3. No good. Rebound Dickerson. Using contact, pushes him away. No foul, and no good. And a lot of enrage from the Burlington Township fans about no offensive foul there. No good on the shot. BT's rushing. No jump, now a foul. These guys have been super lax on the whistles. Not that that's a bad thing, but that's the 4th foul on Westampton. And Set Shawayo Bird is calling a timeout. Lacey Walker wants it to be a shooting foul, but it's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Yeah, a lot of tension in this building today. Lacey Walker. Yeah. Lacey Walker's trying to plead his case. Listen, at least the referee's giving him an explanation. I've seen a lot of refs that will just dismiss whatever a coach says, and if they say something they don't like, they'll give him a tech. But he listened, and he explained it. And I like refs like that. I like refs that instead of just fully dismissing what he has to say, he's going to listen and he's going to explain his side. Because that's transparency. That's exactly what you want. But these refs have definitely been lenient on the whistles tonight. And with that being said, we still do have 4 fouls on each side. That's how physical this game has been. Here comes a 3. Good! From Trapanese. Back to a 5-point game, 30-25. Moving Dickerson. No, more contact. Again, talking about how physical this game has been. Ford. Back to Dickerson for 3, no good. Goes back to Larby, who picks up the rebound, guarded by Genty. With Clark. It's a big battle, one-on-one. Heavy ball movement from Larby. Contact, no good. He fell down, picked up his own rebound, and is fouled and one. Larby a little slow to get up, but he'll shoot the and one. I mean, there was some contact on the 3 that he took. Larby now with 8 points. Now makes it a 30-27 game. Under a minute left in the first half. A fun one here in Westampton. 30-27 Panthers. First shot, and the only shot, is no good. Rebound by Dykel Clark. Ooh, took his time there, stumbled and lost the ball, but he gets it back. It's Dickerson. 45 seconds. Trying to lean in there, gets the screen, gets a motion, goes out through the hands of 2 players like it's a Butterfinger. And Burlington Township could have a 3 to tie the game. He'll pull up from the semicircle. Good! That's what makes Andrew Larby so special. He's such an incredible scorer. 30-29. Burlington Township only scored 2 points in the first 4 minutes of the game. Ended up with 9 at the end of the first. They've now scored 20 in this second quarter to more or less even the game back up. We're down to 8 to send us to halftime. Genty has it. He's been great with the 3-point stroke. He'll step back to beat the buzzer. He's got a foul. He'll shoot 3. Alex Genty got hit. The only thing that I'll say is that is not the first time that we have seen an exact scenario like that didn't get called. There was one on Larby on the other end where he had a 3. There was contact. But Genty will get the benefit. First shot no good. One second is on the clock, so if Genty, obviously this second shot will still be uncontested, but if he misses his third, these teams are definitely going to be scrambling for a last shot as Genty does make his second, 2-point lead. 31-29. Almost the exact same score that the girls' game was at half. Third shot is good. So we'll have 1 second to let one fly. Leon does get it off, and it's way wide. At the end of the first half, this is a fun one here in Westampton. A lot of high-powered offense. We've had slams, we've had threes, we've had everything in between. The Panthers lead the Falcons 32-29 at the halftime break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Book Dog Pro Wrestling for your next event or outing for the greatest action that New Jersey Pro Wrestling has to offer. Any place, any time, any setting, Dog Pro Wrestling will bring the action to you, and you won't want to miss it for moments like this. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Max Mundo, the Dog Pro Wrestling ambassador.
This is Max Mundo with Dog Pro Wrestling. Are you a civic organization, sporting club looking to fundraise? Then look no further to Dog Pro Wrestling. We do grand openings, corporate events, and much more.
And why not from some of the wrestling talent themselves?
I'm Vinny the Fixer, and I'm the champion of Dog Professional Wrestling. If you want to book the best, come see us. We're the cream of the crop. We'll come to any fundraiser you can think of. Just name the place and we'll show up.
This is the upstanding Dylan Mesh, and for the entirety of my professional wrestling career, dog wrestling has been a mainstay for where I like to wrestle. So you can believe me when I say that it is quality. And I'm upstanding. I'm the only opinion you need.
Yeah! It's your boy Gabriel Hodder here with my man Matthew Oman, and if you want your events to be all fight, no flight,
then book Dog Wrestling so you can witness true primal fear. Woo!
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. It is the responsibility of all of us to make sure that our friends, family, and anybody who we hold dear in our lives is feeling well. The problem with spotting mental health issues is that the symptoms aren't that obvious. Just because someone is okay or appears okay on the outside doesn't mean that they're okay on the inside. It's important that if they are in distress, that they call the right people and they get the help that they need. And it is very important that we treat each other with respect, regardless of who you are or where you come from. But it is just as important that we treat ourselves with respect, regardless of the situation going on in our lives. If you're in distress, you can call this number, 988, or you can visit any of these websites if you're not in distress, but would like to learn more information about mental health awareness and research.
So after the holding call to be 1st and 20, as now rolling out to the right side, he's got a little bit of room to run.
on a QB rush. He's going to get a first down. There's no flags, and how about this for 61 yards? Anthony Gaetano with a QB rush that works to perfection. He hugs the sideline, and Anthony Gaetano gets the scoring started for the Redhawks at 7-6. Jack Mostero, 2 for 3 with a strikeout, a double, and a single. Looking to play hero. He's going to line this one into right center field, and that's going to drop. That's going to do it if they don't get a throw down. Mostero's going to second, and Danza's coming home. Sectional champions, Gloucester Catholic. They do it in a walk-off fashion as GC with Mostero playing hero. An unbelievable. Literally, they've been here twice, and they're about to score, or on the doorstep of scoring 50 for the second game in a row. Xavier Terry Brown. He is still on his feet. He's being shoved forward into the end zone. But who's got the ball? Look at Jason Solomon. The ball magically appeared in Woodbury's hands, and now they're back at the 50. This one's going back. This one's going to go to the distance. I don't see any flags. Did that just go for 100 yards? I think it did. I do not see any flags as Woodbury. Oh my goodness, Jason Solomon, have a day. He is the first man not named Taylor to score. Wow, that was good. 2 minutes remaining. 4 fouls on St. Joe's. 1 more and it's a bonus, which would greatly help Gloucester Catholic. The moving free throw! It's a 1-point game just like that! This place is going nuts. And now a drive to the basket by Spross. He lays it up and lays it in. St. Joe's has 2 timeouts remaining. Gloucester Catholic still has 3. Here we go. Mostero pulls up. He goes for 3. 6 points. Jack Mostero has tied the game with 90 seconds remaining. How will the Wildcats respond with a miss?
Welcome back. Second half ready to go here from Westampton Tech. It's a fun one. 32-29, the Panthers lead the Falcons by 3. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Vincent Focht of Camden County College. Man, it's a game that it's felt like it is hard to breathe. I felt like when I sat down at halftime, I had to catch my breath because this game was so intense that I really couldn't fathom how this game can get any better. But we'll have to see. Again, it's 32-29. What a performance by Alex Genty. 5 threes, and he's had 2 examples tonight where he has taken a 3, gotten fouled, and gone to the foul shot line. So if he had made all of those and didn't get fouled, he would have 7 triples on the night. He's got 18 points. Andrew Larby leads the way for Burlington Township with 10, but both teams are in a lot of great rhythms. They're shooting a lot of threes. They really have it all going for them right now. Is it perfect? No, but it's about as good as you can get. And these 2 teams are really playing off of each other super well, and we're seeing a real great surgence here in Burlington, or rather in Westampton Tech and in Burlington County tonight. In the Burlington County tournament, again, this is the BCSL tournament, number 12 Burlington Township versus number 5 Westampton Tech. We had a lot of first-round byes. Both of these teams had the first-round bye, and we do have some updates from the first round, which were played mostly last night, as Rancocas Valley beat Florence 73-40. Morristown beat Northern Burlington 68-46. Seneca beat Palmyra 69-53, and Medford Tech Holy Cross beat Medford Tech 66-38. So 2 of the quarterfinals are set. Rancocas Valley versus Morristown, and Seneca versus Holy Cross Prep. There's a good chance that if RV and even if Morristown advances, if Holy Cross advances, that's where we'll be on Wednesday. Shot is good by Larby to start the second half. 32-31 BT Falcons. Heavy contact into the corner, moving inside for Njoga. Up and in. He's got 6 points. Again, he hasn't been as heavy of a low post presence as I would have expected, but the three-point ball has really reigned supreme, and it's left guys like Njoga out to dry, more or less. Moving inside, George loses it, out of bounds. Again, tune in on Monday at 6 p.m. as I make a radio appearance on 90.3 WMSC, the radio station of Montclair State University. I'll be interviewed by Mackenzie Cochran as a part of her All Access show. So tune in. You can listen on 90.3 FM, or you can listen online on the iHeartRadio app or WMSCFM.com. For number 6, no good. Genty took a bit of a gamble there as he'll get it back. He'll get it right back in transition. Pulls up, no good. Back-to-back missed shots, but another chance. Another hit. Out of bounds. BT ball. Leone will get it to Richards to open up their possession. This is a really fun one, 34-31. A lot of back-and-forth play. As with 6:30 left in the third, Larby, front iron, a deep 3. I don't know if I agree with that shot, but with Larby being such a star player, I also don't know if I can disagree with it. From the press box up here. Larby takes it with the right hand. Pushes back out to Richards. He'll move out. Open 3. No good. And again, that's the shot that Burlington Township wants back. They've taken, that's a hard foul. See if they call it could have a interesting situation here. Got a man down. Ford took a hard hit. He got hit while he was sideways. Moving back out now, Genty in the near corner. going to get a blocking foul here on Westampton. It's going to be on Ninjoga with 5:49 left in the third. Moving up to the corner. That one comes out. West Tech has possession here. Ninjoga from Genty back to Dickerson inside. Travel on Westampton. Larby will bring this one up for the Falcons. Burlington Township 12-10. After a 26-win season last year, both of these teams riding hot winning streaks. BT won their last 4. Westampton has won their last 6. Larby with a good lay. 1-point game, 34-33. Inside, out into the paint. Now out into the corner for 3. Good! Javon Ford. And Larby coming up a little bit, favoring after that shot. Got knocked down in the middle of the play. 37-33, contact, Richards. Back to Larby. Just such a strong presence on the floor. Got 14 points. Leon pulls up, 3. This scoring's not going to stop anytime soon. 3 triples off the bench for the sophomore Leon. They're going to get another sub ready in for BT. Out to the semicircle, very long 2, no good. He'll try to save it. It'll go out towards the cheerleaders, and it'll roll halfway up the bleachers. Tune in on Saturday, February 21st, for college baseball. It's opening day for the Rutgers-Camden Scarlet Raptors as they look to defend their NJAC title. They open non-conference play with a matchup versus DeSales Bulldogs at 12 noon, pending the weather, on Saturday the 21st. Leon moves over the middle, guarded by Ford. Ball gets tipped out. Here comes Genty. Look out below. Good. Foul and 1. Didn't know where they were going to go with that, but Genty got the whistle at the tail end of the play. So Genty will go for the and 1. Looks like Walker's going to get a timeout after the shot. Or, no, he will not. My apologies, I was looking at what the referee was signaling and must have misinterpreted it. 40-36, Leon passes at half court. Back and forth again. Back inside here. Garrett Vincent on the floor now, firing it back out. Richards, corner 3, off the top, stays in bounds. It didn't hit the pipe, it just hit the top of the backboard. That's a different story. 3:40 left in the third. Underhand flip. This one goes up and in. Genty, feels rare to have him score from inside. Actually, my apologies, they're going to score it on Clark. That's why I thought it was not Genty, because he's been taking all 3s tonight. But it was Rykel Clark. Here comes another pass in transition. The Panthers dominate in transition. Javon Ford, 8 points. 14 total bench points out of the 44 West Tech has scored in total. 3 minutes left in the third. Ball comes out. Another steal. How many are they going to have at the end of the night? Here comes a flip. Pulling up. Good. And Lacey Walker calls a timeout. What a crowd here in Westampton. The general seating nearly full, as this is a fun one. 46-36, Westampton Tech with their largest lead of the night, or tied for their largest lead with 10. 46-36, we'll take a break. Lacey Walker comes out of the timeout. He used his second of the day, as it has been an electric game, 46-36. Great crowd on hand. We've seen some fantastic basketball here from Westampton Tech, home of the Panthers. As it's a 10-point lead, tied for West Tech's largest of the afternoon. 2:45 left in the third. Leon, the sophomore, has it. He's got 9 points off the bench, all on triples. Richards to Larby. Still beyond the three-point line. Now moves in, takes a stop. He'll backpedal. Larby pulls up, blocked. Larby wants a foul. Doesn't get it. Moves over, Larby in the corner. He'll move in, that's a foul. So he'll get one back. How many times do I have to say this year that both coaches don't seem satisfied with the referees? I said it last night. Now it's Bird and Walker. And I'll say it again. They both aren't happy with the officiating tonight. First shot is good by Larby. .220 left in the third. Larby made his first, and he'll make both. 16 for Andrew Larby. It's back to an 8-point game as Burlington Township going to look to cut down the lead like they did so well in the first quarter. And we went to half with a 3-point lead, 32-29. Westampton Tech's now scored 14 points in this quarter. Again, a very three-ball dominated offense. We'll have a foul on the floor. A little bit of a tangle on the pass. That's going to be the third foul against Clark for West Tech. Now 2 minutes flat left in the third. Bounce pass. Passes out to the corner. Taking his time is the freshman, and out of bounds. Subbing back in. They're going to take Clark out of the game, and they're going to put in number 15, Hendren Njoga. But some really good offensive moves by Noah Ingram Beecham. I mean, I know he's a freshman and all, but I'm saying, you know, kind of in perspective, for a freshman, he's played very well. Has done a spectacular job at, you know, guarding the point guard very closely for Westampton. Moving in. Basket's good. Really good pump fake that time as well by Dickerson. He registers his first points of the game. It's now another pass. BT pushing the pace. Leon up. George hit. No foul. He'll get it back. Now he's fouled. At the line is George. 10 points for the forward out of Burlington Township. Shot's no good. They'll sub in DeWill Andre. Second shot, no good. Missed both. Big break for West Tech. Minute 15 left in the third. Ball comes out. He'll try to hold on. He does. He gets up, and a foul as Richards, again, just kind of at that angle where he goes up basically sideways trying to get the shot. That's the fifth foul, so that's a bonus for Burlington Township. Shot's good. First point of the day for Sidney Richards, the junior, 6'3" guard, 231 points in his first season. Put up a season high 20 versus Northern Burlington in a loss back on the 12th of January. Tough call, tough break. They're putting the pressure, and Bird calls a timeout. Sechuayo Bird saw the writing on the wall, and he'll burn one of his timeouts as Burlington Township puts on the pressure. 1 minute, 2 seconds left in the third. We'll take another break as it's West Tech 48, Burlington 40. Just over a minute left. Back in action, 1 minute left in the third. Burlington Township trails Westampton Tech 48-40 here in the first round of the Burlington County Tournament. As we're out of the regular season and we're now fully in conference and county play before we get into the state playoffs on January 24th. Leon will bring this one up. He'll pull up. That's blocked. Then Joga brings it back down. Now down to 30 seconds. Dickerson moves up, guarded by Richards. Still keeping possession here, not passing it out. Now in trouble. He'll have to get it out. It gets tipped. Larby gets it. Ball comes out again, and it's good. Livingstone. Back to a 12-point lead. He'll pass it along the baseline. Richards barely keeps it in. They've got to push here. They've got 5. They got to get it out. It goes to the freshman. He trips. He'll take a shot from a third of the way down, and it's no good as Westampton Tech gives Burlington Township a taste of their own medicine with a huge defensive pressure and forces a flailing shot at the end of the third. It's a 12-point lead here after 3 in Westampton at the home of the Panthers. It's 52-40 in favor of the home team, Westampton Tech. We'll be right back. One more to play. Three quarters down, 1 to go. This has been a fun ball game here in Westampton. 52-40, Panthers lead by 12 over the Falcons of Burlington Township. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Vincent Focht on the production today at Camden County College. 52-40. Moving inside is Dickerson. He's only got 2 points. He's had some good dribble work here for West Tech. In this one, Alex Genty far and away has been lighting up the scoreboard. He's had 5 threes, and he's had 2 more that have gone for fouls. Shot was good that time. As Livingstone has heated up here in the third and fourth. Only had 4 points in the first half. He's now up to 11 total. Spinning, firing, Larby, up, foul. Livingstone again getting put into the spotlight there for committing the foul. That's going to be his third. They will sub in Trapanese for the freshman Ingram Beecham. So at the line will be George. Christian George, the 6'5" forward, makes his first. 18 points as a sophomore. It's been ramped up to 141 points, 101 rebounds as a sophomore in 20 games. 7 points per game. Season high of 14 points, 9 rebounds versus Burlington City. But this is a Westampton Tech team that beat Burlington Township when they played in BCSL play, 52-42. West Tech in the Liberty, 7-3 divisional record. Burlington Township, 5-3 in the BCSL Patriot. They played in their second game of the new year about a month ago, January 5th. And that was right here. So the final score was 52-42. They've surpassed that as the ball comes out. Larby can't get it. Scramble, look out, jump ball. They got to get everybody separated here. We've got some trouble. They're really trying to get everybody separated here. A lot of tension. There's still, whoa, we got some pushing and shoving here. They're getting everybody separated. And right in the middle of that was number 21 in Jason Livingstone. But they're not going to call any tees. I think the refs are going to be on a little bit of a higher notice here as that jump ball. I mean, listen, that's going to happen in every game where there's a jump ball. They're going to say he stepped out. I can't imagine we go to the end of this game without a tee being called on somebody to try to, listen, sometimes the technical foul forces people to settle down, whether it's a coach or a player or whoever. I just have a feeling, I feel like we've got something coming. I'm not sure. But with 6:34 to play, he fires up and in. Henry Ninjoga. 8 points for the forward. For the center for Westampton Tech. 6:15. Here comes Leon for a fourth triple. No good. He's got 9 points off the bench. Now he moves up. This one's a high pass. Misses his target. Gets hit in front of the scorer's table. BT ball. Richards just kind of walks away there. He disagreed with the foul, or disagreed with the call. Only one team foul in the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter here from Westampton. Goes up and no good. Man, just a tough situation here. Larby got Leon behind him. He spins, he fires, foul. If you're just joining us, this has been an incredible game to watch. 56-42. Foul is going to be on Genty. Genty had some displeasures with the call. Referee told him to back off. It's his second foul, team second. Larby missed his first shot. Gotta make these shots down the stretch for Burlington Township. This is gonna be a game that's probably gonna have a lot of foul shots at the end if I had to guess. Ooh, a lot of contact there. These teams are playing a little petty right now, if I have to guess. I mean, these teams playing with a little bit of spite in their hearts. As here comes a three, Genty can't get it. Again, just displeasure on the floor here. Neither team is happy, neither team is satisfied. Just playing serious, cold-blooded basketball. As Larby can't get the three. Rebound in Joga. Can't field it cleanly. Genty saves it. 5:15 left in the fourth. Again, just a super fun game tonight to close out this doubleheader. Don't get me wrong, the girls' game was fun too. But Delran definitely, kind of did themselves in with Westampton Tech's offense as that three from 4 doesn't go. If I'm up by 14, I'm not shooting threes. That's just my opinion. Either hold on to the ball or take some shots inside. You have those tall forwards. we're going to get, what do we got here? We're going to have a double foul here. So a foul is going to be called against each number 1, Andrew Larby, and Alex Genty. So they're going to tag 1 on each team. Bit of an interesting one there. I didn't exactly see what happened. But it will be BT ball under their basket. Maybe there was some extra contact there that was getting a little bit too reciprocal. It's going up. There's a foul. I don't know. Trapanese took it. From my angle, it might have been all ball. They're going to get Clark ready to come in for West Tech. First shot is good. Trapanese now with 4 points. Again, Trapanese normally wears number 14, but he has switched to number 40 for today's game. Second shot is good for Trapanese. 12-point game, as it has been for most of this fourth quarter. Passing along the baseline, he'll bring it in to Dickerson. Fires it across the floor. Genty, no dribbles. Full court, good. That one goes up and in that time. This crowd's getting restless. They're going to have to settle them down a little bit. As Clark gets the shot from inside, here comes a three. Trapanese side iron. Another wrestle. Leone gets it back. He crosses over, gets a screen. Baseline jumper, no good. Great defense there by Westampton, even after giving up the possession to stay resilient, as that's good. That's the first points of the game for Morange. And it's now 60-44, 16-point lead, largest of the day for West Tech. He'll pull up, mid-range, off the glass. Offensive rebound, George wrestles it away, no foul. Larby gets it up and in. Lacey Walker calls a timeout. Like I said, neither coach is too thrilled with how these refs have called the game tonight, but they'll have to live with it as it's 60-46. Westampton Tech leads by 14 as they'll look to advance to the quarterfinal round of the Burlington County Tournament. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This broadcast is brought to you by the South Jersey chapter of the National Adult Baseball Association. 20 teams across 4 competitive divisions. Registration is open for the spring of 2026. Visit SouthJerseyNABA.com to register. He's running out of time, and he eventually had to just dump off the inbound. Not going to save it. Went out of bounds. So Lacey Walker has 2 timeouts remaining for this home stretch. Sechewayo Bird has 3. And right now, looking at power points going into the end of the season, both teams Central Jersey Group 3. Burlington Township number 7, Westampton Tech 2. So these teams have already played twice now. And if everything goes to plan, as we've got a foul, if everything goes to plan in the NJSIAA playoffs, these teams could meet for a 3rd time in this Westampton gym in the second round. But that assumes that Westampton would beat their first round opponent. Right now it would be Middletown North at 6-16. Burlington Township's first opponent would be fellow BCSL rival Northern Burlington And remember, groups 1 and 3 play on Tuesday the 24th. I'm sorry, other way around. Groups 2 and 4 play on Tuesday the 24th. Groups 1 and 3 play on Wednesday the 25th. Ford will hold this one, although he might drive here. We'll see. Tough defense by the Falcons. He'll pull up. Mid-range. Javon Ford. I mean, this game is keeping me on the edge of my seat, and it's a double-digit lead. That is how intense this game has been. He goes up, can't get it. There's a foul, and Joga disagrees. And then Joga trying to hear it from anybody who will listen. It'll be a bonus for Burlington Township. And that's 5. That is 5 for Ninjoga. He has fouled out of the game. So just like in the girls' game, Westampton Tech holds a lead, and their high-scoring center is now fouled out of the game for the home stretch. And Burlington Township may have to kick that door back open. No good. 0 for 2 from Christian George from the line. We've got a technical foul. Technical foul on Burlington Township. It's going to be on the freshman. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that was a pretty intentional push-off there. That's going to be a tee on Noah Ingram Beecham. And again, we talk about rookie mistakes. That was the emotions getting to him right there. And did I not say that I don't think we were going to go to the end of the game without a technical? There you go. So the first shot is good from Genty. Second shot is also good. And the leading scorer in this game now has 23. Not to mention the leading scorer on this team with 282, an average of 13.4 per game. 64-46 after the tee. They will take Ingram Beecham off the floor. But the emotions not exactly boiling over, but the water certainly starting to get those bubbles. Out of bounds, Burlington ball. And the fans are quite rowdy as well. Goes inside now for George. He'll feed it back to Leone for 3. No good. Saving it on the baseline. Two minutes, 35 seconds left in the game. Been a great offensive performance by both sides. Here in boys basketball, first round of the Burlington County Tournament does not take the 3. Now he lobs inside. Wanted the slam. He gives it up and takes the safe round. Livingstone, 13 points. Scramble, ball comes out. 2 men down, 1 on each side. Hello! Jason Livingstone, he'll get a technical. He showboated a little bit. I think he stared him down, and the tech is going to get called, and the fans are booing relentlessly. This crowd getting hyped up to see Andrew Larby make his shots. He's got it. The dunk counts, but it was after the play. He'll get called for the tee. I think he was just fired up. I really think he was just fired up. And Westampton Tech calls a timeout. Man, that's a tough break. So West Tech gets 2, but they will call the technical on Jason Livingstone, I guess for showboating after the tee. It's a complex situation, so we'll take a look at it. There's such a wild bird, just in shambles. 45 seconds left on the timeout. We'll take a quick break. 68-48. Welcome back. 20-point lead for Westampton Tech. So 2 tees in this game, one on the freshman Noah Ingram Beecham and another on Jason Livingstone for showboating after the dunk. And honestly, now that I've had a little bit of time to think about it, I honestly don't blame the refs. With how physical this game has been, if you don't call the technical, you could be setting a dangerous precedent. And you could be opening the door for these teams to get physical and to get heated, and nobody wants that. There's another hard foul. He stares him down again. Well, maybe not, but bench warning, Burlington Township. There are a lot of, let's just say, procedural stoppages in this game. Lacey Walker, I don't know if it was on someone on the bench or it's on the coach, but either way, it gets called for a bench warning. 2 minutes left, 20-point game. Out to the corner, here's a 3, no good. Ripping it away, jump ball. 150 left. I wouldn't be surprised if Westampton Tech gets the ball back. And if they score 1 or 2 more times, can't imagine their starters being on the floor for too much longer. Definitely want to ease the tension. Ooh, that's off the side of the backboard. Here comes the Falcons with a bit of a trip. He'll get himself back in it, though, as Trapanese with a 3. Top of the key, 68-51. 8 points for Trapanese. 90 seconds in the ball game. Blocked by Larby. He'll bring this one back after gathering it again. He'll stop. He'll chuck up another 3 in desperation off the side of the rim. He'll go to save it, and it's out of bounds as he goes into the pads. Westampton Tech all done their regular season game. Burlington Township has 2 more post-cutoff. They would play Trenton, the Tornadoes, on Thursday the 19th, and then Princeton Day of the Colonial Valley, so 2 CVC games back-to-back Thursday and Friday. But again, the winner of this game will play the winner of Bordentown and Cherokee. That should be fun. If Cherokee wins that game, which is scheduled for today at 10, so we should have an update at some point. Travel. .103 left in the 4th. Bounce pass. Larby with another 3, no good. This one goes up and in, foul, and 1. Or no, offensive. What do we got here? Basket counts. My apologies, I misinterpreted what the ref said. So we'll have a chance for the and 1 here with George. Again, our next broadcast will be on Tuesday. Problem is, we just don't know where we're going to go. They will change this. What do we got here? Referees are discussing something. There's a bit of an issue here. So are they saying that he's got 5? They're going to change it here. They originally had George at the line. They're now going to have Richards at the line. I'm confused. Richards is at the line. So they took 1. Now they're going to take a 2nd here. I really don't know. Second shot is good. So it's now 68-54, 14-point game, under a minute to play. This one, unless you've got a Tracy McGrady miracle in you, this should be settled. Going up, he'll stop in the paint, good. That one falls for Moran, he's got 4. 70 mark for West Tech. So West Tech looking to sweep this Burlington County doubleheader in tournament play. Ball comes out, Larby on his knees. He'll chuck up a shot to try to draw the foul, and he does. Taking the shot on a knee. Sechuayo Bird, not happy about the call. I mean, maybe this isn't the reason. Maybe this is the reason why I'm not a basketball coach, but I would settle it. 70-54, 16-point game. It's more or less settled. Larby's first shot is good. Checking into the ball game will be number 10. It's Rob Davey. Also in the game is number 44, Christian McCoy. Both shots good by Larby. He's got 22 on the afternoon. Davey moves it up. See if they hold or take a shot. BT's got a lot of their starting lineup still in. They're still going to drive, and it's good. Another full court pass. Trying to save it is George. They've got 10. He'll spin, and he'll get fouled. 8 seconds left. And with BT over the limit, or I should say with Westampton over the limit, they've been over the limit for a while. .2 on the clock. First shot from George is good. George misses. Larby put back, can't get it. George gets another offensive rebound. We've got 3 seconds. They're going to put up a slam. That's going to do it. Wow. A thunderous way to end the game as a dunk to win it. How about that? There was a little bit of showboating there, but Diakel Clark puts down a thunderous slam to win the game. 74-57. I don't think he should have done that, but Westampton Tech will advance to the quarterfinal round of the Burlington County Tournament. As a 74-57 big win here as Westampton Tech defending their home floor for both games. Player of the game pretty easily, Alex Genty. 5 triples, led a huge first half attack. And they will find a way to bring home a big win. They will face, again, the winner of Bordentown and Cherokee, which we should have the final of that, but the game started at 10, so I would imagine Cherokee won. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Kevin. 51-21. NJ.com didn't update, so I must have been late on the ball for that one, so I appreciate your help there. What a game it was for Westampton Tech. Alex Genty really had a great three-point approach. And honestly, I don't think Burlington Township played bad. Listen, 57 points, that's enough to win a lot of high school games. So I think that at the end of the day, we've really seen great offense from both sides. Did it get a little bit heated at the end? Yes. But when we get back to business, when we get to talking about conference and county play, this is where the stuff gets real. This isn't a regular season game like it was when these two faced off in early January. This is the real big deal, and this is where dreams live on or they go to die. So it's gladiator basketball, and it's really fun to watch. Even though this game was at one point 15, 20-point lead, it was pretty consistently a Westampton hefty lead for most of the second half. I was still on the edge of my seat. And that's because this game was intense. It was exciting. The crowd was into it. Everybody was into it. The players got a little bit extra into it. That's what makes a good basketball game. And exactly, we just see a lot of great performances. Andrew Larby, we talked about Kevin Minnick dropping the comment. I appreciate your support, Kevin, by the way. He was talking about Andrew Larby as one of the most underrated seniors in New Jersey. I agree with him. After watching him tonight, 22 points. He was scoring from outside, was scoring from inside, had a great fadeaway, and was really able to use a lot of twitchiness on his body to get those shots off. He would have been the player of the game if Burlington Township won, but he's got 22, and at every basketball game at every basketball game, there has to be a winner and a loser, and tonight the winner is Westampton Tech. So they sweep their first-round matchups. They beat Westampton Tech on the girls' side 62-48, and they beat the boys of Burlington Township 74-57. That'll be all for us tonight on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Again, our next broadcast will be Tuesday, but we don't know where. We're going to find out from our entire crew. Our social media coordinator, Haley Mejia, our graphics crew, Caleb Lane, Carson Rosso, and Fisher Giannotti. My producer, Vincent Focht of Camden County College. I'm Dan Wilkins. We'll see you on Tuesday. And if you have some time, check me out on Monday as I'm interviewed by Mackenzie Cochran as a part of the All Access Show on WMSC 90.3 FM, the home of Montclair State University Radio. Final score, Westampton 74 and Burlington Township 57. Have a good one, folks.